What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and today I've invested 2 Elite TMs into a Shadow Machamp. The fast move Karate Chop got a buff in the recent update. It now gains energy more quickly. It's going to be equivalent to Powder Snow or Vine Whip, both of which are pretty good moves. Most Machamps run Rock Slide as their second move, but Rock Slide recently got a nerf. Now Stone Edge is much more energy efficient. With that said, Stone Edge takes more energy to use, so it's a little bit more risky, but that's why in my head it made sense to pair it with Karate Chop. We'll see how it actually plays out. Like I said, I did have to invest 2 Elite TMs to build this Shadow Machamp, so if you find this useful in any way or just entertaining, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know what you think down in the comments below as well. I paired this Machamp with Venusaur to help handle Azumarill and any Charmers, and then I have Mandibuzz in the back. If you plan on running this team, I highly recommend putting Snarl on Mandibuzz. You're going to need it since both Machamp and Venusaur are weak to Psychics, plus it's going to help you with the Skarmory matchup, which will be pretty important. Alright, let's get into the battles. In my first match, I'm up against a Galvantula lead. The only way Machamp can win this is if he's running Karate Chop and Rock Slide. With Stone Edge, I'm not actually going to beat him, but they do swap out and they catch it on a Azumarill. We'll see if they shield this. They're probably expecting another Cross Chop. It lands and does a little bit less than half of Azumarill's health. Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with how much that did, but you gotta remember, Azumarill is very bulky, so that was quite a bit. I'm able to take out Azumarill with Venusaur and have a little bit of energy left over. Galvantula comes back in and I am going to be shielding the lunge because it does quite a bit of neutral damage. I'm going to overfarm again and I'm going to throw the Frenzy Plant. I'm expecting the shield back and I get it. That's good. Now they're going to throw another lunge at me. I'm going to be double debuffed, but I will survive this. I'm building up to the Sludge Bomb to take out Galvantula, but they swap out. I didn't realize my switch clock had just come up, so I do throw the Frenzy Plant to stall the clock, and then I swap into Machamp. Machamp is going to eat Vigoroth's energy, and then I'm going to bring in Mandibuzz. I am going to wait down my switch clock in case I need Venusaur as a sack swap in the future. So the clock goes to 0, Mandibuzz comes in, and I want to make sure that I have one foul play stored whenever Galvantula comes in. They don't have a move yet, but I want to be able to take them out quickly. So here we are, I'm at a foul play and a half, and they're throwing again. I'm getting a little bit low, I'm getting a little bit nervous, but I'm still holding on, and there's some lag there. Galvantula comes back in, and I'm able to throw this foul play, so this is going to be game over at this point. I have a second foul play ready to go, and this will be taking out Vigoroth, so GG's, well played to my opponent. So able to turn around a pretty bad lead, but I don't think Machamp's moveset had too much to do with that win. I did land the Stone Edge on Azumarill, but I think that Venusaur could have came in and handled that anyways. Moving into the next match, I'm up against an Umbreon lead. That's pretty good. They try to sack swap, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this Stone Edge at the Venusaur. Let's see if it lands. Boom, it almost one-shots the Venusaur. I could have just stayed in and farmed down at that point, but I do bring in Mandibuzz to help clean this up. I know that they're not out of the Sludge Bomb, I don't have to shield that, and they bring Umbreon back in. They're throwing at me. This should probably be the last resort, but it's not going to do that much to Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is a tank, and they just give up, so GG's. So I do feel like that was a good example of how well these moves play together. Karate Chop got me to Stone Edge very quickly. They did not expect it, and it almost one-shot their Venusaur. In the next matchup, I'm up against a Cresselia lead. That's pretty bad. Both Machamp and Venusaur are weak to Psychic type attacks, but Venusaur will do a little bit better in this situation, so I do safe swap. They bring in Registeel, and I throw a Frenzy Plant, and they actually give me a shield. I'm not sure why they shielded, but I'm not complaining about it. So I'm going to just continue to pump out these Frenzy Plants. We'll see, maybe they'll give me a second shield. No, I doubt it. That's okay. I'm going to eat this Flash Cannon. I'm going to let them take me out. That way Machamp can come in and get some farm. Still, I'm able to get to a third Frenzy Plant, which gets them pretty low. So maybe they did actually have to shield the first one. Machamp's going to come back in and farm them down, but they are going to be able to throw a move. Machamp is so fragile, you definitely have to shield whatever it is. And it was the Focus Blast, so definitely a good shield. It definitely would have one-shot me. I'm one off the Stone Edge, and I'm expecting Cresselia to come back in. Let's see. Yeah, Cresselia comes back in. I swap into Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz can do super effective damage with the foul plays. Again, Snarl would have really helped in this situation, but that's okay. They hit me with Aurora Beam, and I'm expecting the swap. They swap into their own Mandibuzz. I have Aerial Ace and Air Slash, so I'm actually in a pretty good situation here. Now, with my switch clock coming up, I really should hold on to my energy and save it for Cresselia. but I'm gonna throw it here in a second. I wasn't completely thinking it through. This might cost me the game, we'll see. Aerial Ace connects, and now I'm going to swap into Machamp and immediately throw this Stone Edge. Let's see if this lands. Boom, tanky Mandibuzz, no match for Machamp. Let's go. Okay, Cresselia comes back in and they're throwing their energy now. It's a Grass Knot and it doesn't take me out, unfortunately. And I freak out. I think I'm not going to get to the Stone Edge. I throw the Cross Chop. Ooh, I could have got there. And look, they no shield. Holy moly. Yeah, I did not like that. I did not like that happened. Mandibuzz comes back in and I get baited with a Grass Knot. Oh my gosh, I am not feeling great about this game. They're throwing again and it's the Aurora Beam, but I survive and I resist their fast attack. I'm able to get to 2 foul plays and this should be enough to take them out. So very close game. Definitely some things that I could have done to play that better and it shouldn't have been this close. So well played to my opponent. Landing that Stone Edge was definitely big and then Mandibuzz was able to carry me home. So I was feeling pretty good after those 3 matches, but not every match played out so well. My next opponent brings a Shadow Lapras lead, which is beautiful, and they switch into Hypno. Also beautiful. Hypno might have Ice Punch or Thunder Punch, both of which will do super effective damage to Mandibuzz, but I resist the confusions and Foul Plays will be doing super effective damage back at them, so this is a pretty dominating matchup for Mandibuzz. They do have Thunder Punch. I was actually worried for a second that they might Focus Blast me there, but I think Mandibuzz would have been fine in that case anyways, so no reason to shield there. I go ahead and throw my next Foul Play, and if they don't shield, this will take them out. If not, they might get to another Thunder Punch, but not really too threatened by it. They go down and Lapras comes back in. I don't want to get farmed down, so I switch into Machamp, and they're throwing a move at me. I know it's just a Surf, but like I said, Shadow Machamp is just so fragile, I do feel like I have to shield. Now they swap in Skarmory and I'm at the Stone Edge, but I go Cross Chop and they no shield. Oh, I wish I would have gone Stone Edge. That's alright. I'm going to get to another Cross Chop and we'll see if they shield this one. They shield that one. And can I get to a third one? No, not quite able to get to a third one. So I would have been able to get to a Stone Edge and a Cross Chop. I would have been in a lot better situation at this point if I would have. But that's okay. Mandibuzz comes back in. I do have to shield the Sky Attack and then I'm going to throw this Foul Play. They shield, so I quick swap into Venusaur. I'm hoping I can get to a Frenzy Plant before they get to their next Sky Attack. No, they get to the Sky Attack. Sky Attack did get a nerf, so it doesn't quite one-shot me, but still not able to get to the Frenzy Plant. So that's going to be GG's at this point. They're going to be able to farm me down, or actually they throw the Sky Attack. Either way, nothing that I could do to come back at this point. Moving into the final battle, I'm up against Kinto PvP, and let's see what they bring. They bring a Politoed lead. Machamp can win this in the 1 shield and the 2 shield as long as I match their shields. They do beat me to the first Weather Ball. I'm going to eat it. Machamp can take 1 Weather Ball, no problem. Now I overfarm and I'm throwing a Cross Chop. Let's see if I get the shield here. Yes, I get a shield. Now I'm supposed to go Stone Edge to win in the 1 shield, but I did not know that at this point. So I build up to the Stone Edge almost and then I throw the Cross Chop. Let's see. They actually give me the second shield. Okay, so at least I didn't completely ruin this. Now I'm going to be able to outpace them to this next Cross Chop and get them pretty low, but they're going to be able to throw at me as well. And I decide to keep shield advantage and give up switch. I bring in Mandibuzz and I'm going to farm them down. I did have to think about it a little bit here. And let's see what they bring in. They decide to go with Clefable. Clefable's pretty bad, but I do have Venusaur that can handle Clefable no problem. They swap into Galvantula. That's okay, I'm going to be able to get to this Sludge Bomb before they're able to throw at me. It does a lot of damage, and now they're going to throw at me. I have a shield for this. I am going to get debuffed off this Sludge though. There's no real reason for me to overfarm by too much and risk getting hit by another lunge, so I go ahead and throw the next Frenzy Plant, and then I'm going to need to get to Sludge Bomb before Clefable throws anything at me. I'm there, but I am debuffed, so I'm not sure if this is going to one-shot them or not. Normally it would one-shot them. No, they survive by a little, but 1 more Vine Whip is able to take them out. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Now I did have plenty of sets that went positive with... Now I did have several sets that went positive with this team, but overall, I don't think that Karate Chop and Stone Edge are the combination that you need. I think Karate Chop is doing great, it gets a lot of energy, but if you had Rock Slide, you could get there quickly and people would not be expecting the Rock Slide. Whereas if you have Stone Edge, I think a lot of people are expecting the Rock Slide, but they go ahead and shield because they know Rock Slide is still gonna hurt. Still, I don't regret building this Machamp. It's a lot of fun when you do land the Stone Edges because they do so much damage. So from that perspective, it's worth it. But would I use 2 Elite TMs if I wasn't making this video? Probably not, if I'm honest. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. This is ChillisFM wishing you good luck in your battles.